Good day, everyone! So this is our activity 3.
And we are gonna investigate the given post. For question number 1, what is the source of each news article? Source 1 came from a Facebook page shared by a private individual on the Barangay Mambaling page. It is a social media post and not from an official news organization. Source 2 came from the Cebu City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office, which is an official government agency responsible for disaster information and public safety. For question number 2, is it the source reputable and does it have a history of unbiased reporting? Source 1 is not reputable because it lacks verification and does not have a known history of unbiased reporting. On the other hand, Source 2 is reputable since it comes from a government office that provides verified and official information, especially during emergencies. For question number 3, are the authors recognized authorities in the field covered by the articles? The author of Source 1 is not a recognized authority in journalism, disaster management, or geography. There is no evidence of expertise of credibility. In contrast, Source 2 is authored by a recognized authority, the CCDRRMO, which has expertise in disaster risk reduction and emergency response. For question number 4, does each article present information objectively or is there noticeable bias? Source 1 does not present information objectively because it uses misleading images and captions that falsely claim the photos show Cebu safety before and after a typhoon, showing clear bias and misinformation. Source 2 present information objectively by fact-checking the images and clearly explaining that they were not taken in the Cebu City. For question number 5, what is the overall tone of the articles? The overall tone of Source 1 is sensationalized as it used dramatic images to create shock and emotional reactions. Meanwhile, the Source 2 is neutral and informative, focusing on clarification, public awareness, and correcting false information.
Question number 6. Are there any citations or references to support the claims made? Source 1 does not provide any citations, references, or clear sources for the images used, making the claim unsupported. Source 2 is posted by an official government agency and explains the true origin of the image, which strengthens its credibility even without formal citations. Question number 7. Is there any misinformation or factual error identified? Source 1 contains misinformation because it falsely presents the images as taken in Cebu City. Source 2 does not contain factual errors. Instead, it corrects the misleading claim and clarifies the real location of the image. Question number 8. What is the primary purpose of each article to inform, persuade, or entertain? The primary purpose of Source 1 is to persuade or sensationalize by using dramatic images that may cause fear or panic. The primary purpose of Source 2 is to inform the public and stop the spread of false information. Question number 9. When were the articles published and does this affect their relevance? Source 1 was recently posted, which makes it appear relevant, but it also false content reduces its value. Source number 2 was published after the misleading post, making it timely important for public awareness. Question number 10. Which article do you find more reliable and compelling and why? Source 2 is more reliable because it comes from an official government office and provides clear, factual clarification based on verified information.
In conclusion, based on the analysis of the two sources using the 10 guide questions, it is clear that not all information found online is reliable or trustworthy. Source 1, which came from a Facebook post shared by a private individual, showed several weaknesses when examined carefully. It lacked a credible and reputable source. The author was not a recognized authority, and the information presented was biased and misleading. The use of unverified images in a sensationalizing tone demonstrates how easily misinformation can spread on social media, especially during times of crisis when people are emotional and seeking quick updates.
That's all. Thank you.